What's going on, baby? You are now tuned into the Way Back When podcast, a reflection upon the golden era, our golden era.
Back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, back in the day, back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, that's when I was young. Back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, back in the day, back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, that's when I was young.
What's going on, baby? You're now tuned into the Way Back When podcast, a reflection upon the golden era, our golden era. At this moment in time, you already know what it is. You already know who it is. It's that boy, Young Dizzle Stacks, Mr. Nasty time up in this thing. You know what I'm talking about? You know, we're ready to go back, not on the Way Back Wednesday, but to next Friday, perhaps. No, we'll save that for another episode. But yeah, you know, Young Dizzle Stacks in the building with y'all this evening, this morning, this afternoon, whenever you're consuming this in your ears and whatnot. And I came through with my player partner as I normally do, Mr. Way Back When News himself.
What up, it's Money B, though?
And we got a special guest, a reoccurring guest now. You know what I'm saying? We're doing big things here on the Way Back When podcast, okay? You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to level up a little bit. So we got a producer now. You know, just taking those baby steps, leveling up. Shout out y'all remember from a couple episodes back. Shout out to the homie Hector in the background producing for us. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thug thizzle and whatnot. Hector, say what up with the people real quick.
What up, Way Back When podcast? I'm excited to do this episode again with y'all. Going forward.
Hells yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to improve the quality of things over here. You know, we're a podcast of continuous improvement. Some might say, you know what I'm saying? So just trying to provide a better audio and visual experience for you week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of things that we do for our roadies, you know. So yeah, thank y'all again for joining us for another episode. Man, don't forget to, you know, keep spreading the good word about the Way Back When podcast. Like, subscribe, comment, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff to the podcast, to the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep this thing rolling, you know what I'm talking about? So yeah, Money B, man, holla at me, holla at the people, dog. How was the weekend and all that good stuff?
Oh man, it was kind of bittersweet. My 3.5 month vacation ended.
Oh yeah.
So I had to go back to work on a Saturday of all things. But the days before that were good. I consumed a lot of liquid crack.
Nice.
It rained, so didn't have to do much.
Nice. That's always good. You went hard those last couple of days to make up for
I think I went hard the whole time, but yeah, especially those last couple of days.
We know you. Well, we always go hard on the reg. We go hard on the reg. Okay.
Yeah, in the paint.
Yeah, hard in the paint like Baby Shaq, dog.
Yeah.
But you know, those last 2 days, you know what I'm saying, you knew like good times are coming to an end, so I might as well go out with a bang, huh?
It's always like, you know, anytime you take a trip, it's like that last day before you fly back or anything, you just end up getting hammered.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. And then now it's back to normal, and I need a vacation again.
I feel that, bro. I feel that shit. Well, we got a 3-day weekend coming up, so I guess I do.
You might.
My job.
Yeah.
And maybe for some of the woadies, for the woadies who don't, sucks to suck. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck. Do I got my mic on? Yeah, I do. All right, I'm good. Those are things that you see. This is why we need a producer for, because these are things that we should check for before the episode starts. Nah, man. Had a pretty good weekend over here on my end as well. Dog, the life is crazy, man. Life's
a risk.
It's a risk. Life's a risk now. It's just interesting how things tend to work out from time to time. So I'm at the grocery store. I'm at the Heb. I'm at the HEB. You know what I'm saying? Looking for some brewed selections, a brewed beverage, you know, and I wanted to try something different, you know. Normally, I'm a Coors man or a Dos Equis man's or a Heineken man, a Heine on a Heine. Those are my three preferred brews of choice. Um, but I wanted to try something different. So I'm going through the aisle, and I pick up some of these Leinenkugels, the summer shandies.
There you go.
See that there? You know what I'm saying? Sipping on the.
It's a nice, refreshing drink, man.
Yeah, real crisp. It's got a good finish, And
Yeah.
so, I cracked one open the other night, and it was very scrumdiddlyumptious, very tasty, And just so happens to be like 2 days later, friend of the show, former guest of the show, the homie Casey James, it's got a new commercial out with Leinenkugels.
What do you know?
It's crazy, man. Like, it's just crazy how life works out, dog. It's just crazy how these things tend to work out. A beer that I had never, ever tasted in my life. I just so happened to buy it, and then the homie comes out with a national commercial for the Leinenkugels, the summer shandies. So shout out to the boy Casey James, you know what I'm saying, doing big things. Y'all go check out his national commercial. It's a dope commercial. It's got a cute ass dog in it. How can you not? Anytime you got a dog in a commercial, like it's already you got some kind of animal in a commercial.
Yeah,
it's already a great thing. You know what I'm saying? So
especially a dog getting beers.
A dog, a
like
beer getting dog.
Yeah, what else do you need?
Yeah, I mean, come on, dog. And so yeah, literally, come on, dog, bring me a beer. Yeah, but no, it's a dope commercial, you know what I'm saying? Casey James doing his thing, and it's a shout out to that boy, man. And yeah, go out and get y'all some Leinenkugels at Summer Shande, you know what I'm saying? So that was part of my weekend, and then some other stuff happened. Of course, if you're located down here in South Texas, you knew it rained its ass off all week. You know what I'm saying? God was just spitting on us all week down here. And so like one of the days I had to work from home, or 2 days I had to work from home, right? And I'm so sick of Victoria. Like, we almost need to have like a weekly segment, like a weekly Victoria bash segment where we just
bash on it. Yeah, no shit.
Just talk shit about Victoria, dog. I'm so annoyed with people down here. It's ridiculous. And I don't know if it's just people down here or if like the quarantine like made us dumber, for not, you're inside all the time, so you don't have to go outside and do, I guess normal things anymore.
Yeah.
When we were in quarantine, I should say, but I'm working from home. I have my laptop that I'm working off of, but I didn't have a charger for it. I left my charger in the office. So I had to go to Best Buy to buy a new charger for my laptop and everything, right? So of course it's raining. It's raining its ass off, right? So I pull up there and there's multiple people. There's like, I saw at least 6 or 7 people like walking in and out of the mall. Best Buy is located in the mall, if you're not familiar with Victoria. There's like 6 or 7 people that I see going in and out of the mall, no jackets on, like no jackets whatsoever, like just getting rained on, like it's nothing.
Rained on. Yeah.
Yeah, which that's fine. Like, if it's like wearing a mask, if you don't want to wear a mask, if you want to wear a mask, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like, just getting wet. Me personally, I don't like to get wet.
Nah.
I like my women to get wet, but that's about it. That's about it. No. So anyways, so there's just random people walking around, no jackets on, raining all on them. I am pulling into my parking spot, and there's a lady walking, also no jacket on, baby in one arm. And when I say baby, I mean like a year old, maybe 10 months.
That's like a baby.
You know what I'm saying? Baby in one arm, no jacket on, and a jacket in the other hand, a baby jacket in the other hand. just walking, and the baby's like crying its ass off, like pissed off.
Oh yeah.
Because he's getting rain all in his face. Like, I've never felt like so frustrated for a baby before. Like, it's like the baby can't talk. It literally can't tell you, bitch, put a jacket over my head. It's raining in my face, but it can't say that. Like, it was the stupidest shit ever. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What is wrong with the people in this town? So that's one thing. So then after that, I go to the dollar store, right? Dollar store of John Stockbauer, and if y'all know anything about, there's a couple dollar stores in Victoria that are like, it's like a mini mall. Like, they got everything in that thing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I buy my Christmas presents from that bitch now. So like, I go there, and what was I getting? I was getting, oh, that's right, I needed some milk. He needs some milk. So
for some reason I was gonna say cocoa butter. I don't know why. I figured you're stuck inside from the rain and you're working at home, so
I can't use cocoa butter, dog. It's too thick.
Dude, you need a water-based lotion.
Yeah. So anyway, so I go to Dollar General to go to the dollar store to get some milk, and I go get my milk. I go get in line. It's one guy in front of me. He's got 2 Lipton lemonades. Okay. 2 of the little, whatever, 12-ounce bottles, however many ounces.
Yeah.
2 of the little Lipton lemonades. It's one lady in front of him with a basket full of shit. Basket full of shit. And there's another, and you know how dollar stores work. Only one person working that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's only one person.
Only one. She's stocking shelves in the back, ringing people up. Like, she's doing it all. You know what I'm saying? So she's finishing up, bringing this one person up. And she's like, all right, next customer. And the chick with the basket, the lady with the basket, she looks at both of us and then proceeds to go check out. Dog. This is how pissed off I was. I counted every single item that she had in that basket that was rung up. She had 32 items in that basket, dog. Who the fuck? I just mentioned Dollar General has it all now. Dollar Store, they got it all now. You could buy some furnishing in that bitch now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But who the fuck needs 32 items from the Dollar Store, first off? But you know what? I'm not going to judge you there. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? Buy what you want from the dollar store. But come on, dog. I got a thing of milk. I got my little bitty quarter almond milk. Homie up there, he got his 2 bottles of lip. Like, let us go ring out real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you go do your thing. Like, come on, bro. So I was stuck in the dollar store for like 20 minutes talking to some old lady who left her windows down and was pissed off because her truck got all wet from all the rain and everything. I heard her whole life story and shit. I go, like, by the time I ring out and everything, go out of the store, she's still putting her groceries up. That's how quick we got our shit done. And that's how much shit she had that I checked out, walked out of the store and was leaving. She's still putting her shit up in the car. Dumbass bitch. Nah, that shit ran me hot, man. That shit, I was so pissed off.
Yeah, I hate that shit, dog. I just hate even like going to any store. I don't know. I went to Academy the other day, and I mean, I knew it was gonna be bad. Not only because, and no bullshit, but like there was an Asian lady and her 2 little Asian kids that couldn't really speak English that well, and there was an older black lady, and they were trying to return shit to her. And when I saw them pull out more money and like we're trying to like count, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna take 4 fucking ever." They had like 3 people on the phone. Everybody had a phone. It was fucked up. Fucked up.
Do you think a part of it now too is because like we're old? Like we're older, like
oh yeah, definitely.
Patience is a little bit thinner now.
Oh hell yeah.
Like that's the one thing I've noticed. That's the one thing I've noticed from my parents is like they can't take nothing. Like their patience is like paper thin. Like they're gonna talk some shit about something real quick if it ain't like perfect. I'm like, yo, chill out. Like they'd be going off on anybody. So
yeah,
I think that
I was in line, dude. I was in line and I saw the like cashier lady put her head down and put her hand over her head, and I was like, oh, I'm not doing this one. I went to the next one. Dude, I swear, like 3 people bought guns, did all the paperwork and shit, and then people were still arguing.
God damn.
Yeah, I was like, nope, not doing it. No.
Oh man. So yeah, but other than that, weekend was a bit straight. You know what I'm saying? Just kicked it, watched some basketball, watching baseball, watched some golf. It's a good weekend for sports and shit. So
Hell yeah.
Shit, man. Before we get into the rest of the episode, we gotta talk about he might be the Whoa nigga of the year. At one point we talked about doing like a Whoa nigga of the week segment.
We did.
Whoa nigga of the month or something.
Yeah.
He might be the Whoa nigga of the year. Now, we talked about Kwame Brown last episode. And like everything was just like so ongoing. It was like, all right, we might have to just keep tabs on what's going on, with this whole situation, because it's like new videos dropping every couple of hours or whatever, So have you seen everything that's like happened? Like,
I think I've seen most of them. I've kept up with most of it.
I feel like it's impossible to keep up with. Like, he's got a new enemy every day now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So right now of course he's still beefing with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes and everything. I hadn't heard much of Gilbert Arenas in the mix anymore.
Yeah.
And then now I think some Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, and Jamel Hill. They've made they made it in the crossfires now too.
Yep.
I think LeBron James, Charlemagne the God, he's made it in the crossfires. So, I don't even know who to talk about at this point. Like, all right, so which videos? I didn't see explain the Jamel Hill part to me, because why was he talking shit to Jamel Hill and what did he say?
I think it was more of just her like degrading black men and shit. It's pretty much the same thing for everybody.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Everybody bringing down a black man name. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then most of them, because they're supposed to be like activists, but they're like, why are they talking down on him?
Yeah, kind of calling him out as fake activists, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing that I can say from my side. I've watched a few of the videos. I haven't watched everything. Some of the shit, like, I agree with him on, and some of the shit I'm like, I don't know, you lost me there. But yeah. I will say something interesting, and I'll say this coming from a baseball standpoint. I mentioned it last week. We ain't heard from Kwame Brown, and all right, dog, you gotta chill. All right, go have fun, go do something. We ain't heard.
Get some lightning cables.
Yeah. We haven't heard from Kwame Brown in years, bro. Years. Okay, and now we're hearing from him now, and people are like, he's hurt, or he's being a baby, or he shouldn't be, doing this, doing that. What would you do if people were talking shit about you for 10 years and you never said shit? You never defended your name. You never came out and attacked any. He never talked shit about Michael Jordan. You never heard him bash Kobe. You never heard him bash anybody. Like, he just played basketball and went home. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now, after people been talking shit about him for years, now you want to get mad when he finally responds and he's a hood nigga? Like, nah, you gotta take that shit. Like, if you're gonna dish it, you gotta be able to take it. So that's one thing. Some shit that makes sense to me, and what he was saying is, like, it's a couple of agendas behind it all. One, I guess, to tear down a black man. He made an interesting point. Nobody talks about Adam Morrison.
Yeah, true.
Nobody ever mentions Adam Morrison being a bust.
Yeah.
Like, somehow he escaped all that criticism, and he came out of college. He came out of college as like
A baller, like
a baller, like
award-winning baller.
Yeah, the number one scorer in the nation and all that. Like, but somehow he escaped all of the bus talk, and he was drafted by Michael Jordan as well.
Yep.
So there's a little something to that. The other thing that I'll say is it's interesting that, well, before I say this, I think he's on to something too when he talks about the business and the money standpoint behind it. Because at the time, like, kids were coming out of high school and it was costing the NCAA money. And that's, I believe it was like either the next year or the year after that when they made the rule where you got to go to college for a year. And that's basically what he was saying is like, they're bashing me and the other people that came out of high school that didn't do that great or didn't live up to the hype, so they can scare people into going back to college and saying and build a narrative that if you're not ready, you need to go to college, and people aren't ready to come straight out of high school into the pros. So I think there's something to that. I think there's something there to that, you know. And
well, hell, Eddie Curry had a whole like prep show behind him. Do you remember that show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was like, he was right behind him, like maybe a couple picks behind, and he didn't last that long in the league either.
Yeah. So I mean,
and he went to the Bulls. He went to his home fucking team.
Yeah. So I mean, I think there's something to that. The other thing that I was gonna say is, like, coming from a baseball standpoint, you talk about, I don't know how to make this comparison sound good, or like we talk about like black on black violence a lot, or we talk about how, or like in hip hop, like how hip hop is so competitive and it's like the only genre of music where it's like cutthroat, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got people killing each other over rap. Like, imagine if you had like some country stars just banging it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit doesn't happen. It just seems like a black culture type of thing.
Oh, I wonder what that would sound like though.
If it was like Guns N' Roses versus Metallica or some shit like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So, or like,
sounds like a skit to me. Sounds like a skit to me.
Yeah. Hector, please make a note of that, please. there's a skit there. So anyways, there's something to the culture of that for whatever reason. Me coming from a baseball background, I can't name one bust from baseball.
I don't know, man, because like the drafts are different, you know?
The drafts are different. The drafts are definitely different and the games are different. There's two different sports, of course. But I can't name one bust. I can't think of any time analysts in baseball talk about and discuss one person that was drafted number one overall or in the first round and was a bust.
I don't know if I can name one number one pick.
I can name a few, but there's been plenty.
Bryce Harper. That's probably the only one I could think of.
Yeah, but there's been plenty of first round picks in baseball who didn't even make it to the league. You know what I'm saying? And that would definitely be considered a bust, but nobody talks about that shit because why? What for? You know what I'm saying?
Different sports, different, like the way they perceive themselves, I guess, maybe. Lifestyle type.
I don't know. I mean,
racial.
That's what I'm getting at. I mean, I don't know if it's a racial thing, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, baseball is a widely is that even a word? Baseball is a sport that was,
by this year it probably is.
Yeah, is a sport dominated, you know, I won't say dominated, but, you know, mostly populated by, you know, white Americans up until recently. But you just never see that. You never see those discussions. But even if it's like, you know, Dominicans in the sport, or, you know, anybody from Latin America or from black people in the sport, like, that culture is not like that. That's some shit that you don't do. You know what I'm saying? So why are we doing it in basketball? Why are we doing it? You know, you hear that a little bit in football, You'll hear some bus talk. We just talked about Ryan.
Only if it's quarterbacks, so I think that's
only
the
if it's
thing.
quarterbacks, yeah. But in basketball, for whatever reason, we're always talking about how this person was a bust and that person was a bust, and more times than not, it was a black dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's just an interesting perspective and component to all of that. Him and I remember his little saying now is you gonna get some of mama's cooking. You gonna get some of mama's cooking. That shit is the most hilarious thing I've ever.
No. The most hilarious thing is the Derek Fisher song.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. Touche. That was pretty damn funny as well.
Derek Fisher took your food. Derek Fisher took your keys to your truck.
Took the keys to the truck and everything, dog.
Oh, your food?
But did you see the response from Matt?
Yeah.
I'm with that. I'm like, so basically Matt finally came out. Like the first he kind of downplayed. He was like, whatever, homies on whatever. But now he came out and he's like, hey man, you got a lot of shit to talk. You got a platform now. Like, all right, fuck it. You want to come on the show and air it out? You know what I'm saying? Air your piece. Like, come on, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And if we got to fight, if we got to box, I'm with the shits.
I watch that shit. It's live.
Yeah, because absolutely. Because Matt Barnes is with the shits, bro.
Oh yeah, he is.
I do believe that. I do believe Matt Barnes is with the shits. And I feel like this was the best thing to do